Check out the website jfresh.co.uk.
All right, what's good, people? Jay Fresh here in London. I'm catching up with my boy, my dog. He's coming with the UK heat. Maxsta in the house. What's going on, man?
Because you said dog, so I was like...
Good to have you here, my friend. How you keeping?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It feels good to be alive, I guess.
That's positivity.
Yeah.
It's a crazy time right now. You're putting in the grind.
Yeah, definitely.
Today is a strong promo day.
Definitely.
How many interviews have you done so far? 8 or so?
Yeah, about 8.
And how many more have we got to do later?
Probably about 8. I'm here till 6, and it's like going to 4.
But you're grinding.
I'm grinding. I love it, man. It's cool. And
first and foremost, let's talk about your new single.
Yeah.
Featuring little Nikki.
Yeah.
The concept behind the record, how's it all come together?
It's one of those ones where it's like, I feel like I can't explain it that much, but I could say we just wanted to make a feel-good record. We wanted to be on the radio. We wanted to be in the clubs. I wanted to be able to like get shows because I have this song. Mm-hmm. And obviously it's only just the first like real single off the album in terms of trying to kick down the commercial doors. But it's going well so far, man. And yeah, like I said, just a feel-good tune.
And we talk about chemistry in the studio.
Yeah.
How does that work when you and little Nikki are in the booth? How do you vibes with each other?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, me and Nikki definitely have like a chemistry, but we like whilst we was in studio, the process was crazy. It was like I had already done my part, and she just came in and done the hook, and I was just there like just being an idiot as I am. I was just there making jokes, and stuff.
Overseeing things.
Yeah, just like just making sure that it's all good. But yeah, Nikki is cool, man. Definitely.
And the record itself, obviously the original format, and there's some remixes.
Yeah.
Now, the Show Improve mix.
The new one, innit? I imagine this though. I never heard it until yesterday. That's
sick.
Because Show is a madman, and that's why it was sick for me to just hear it because it came out of the blue.
I mean, we look back to some of your previous records as well. Was remixes of some other stuff you've done.
Yeah.
To some of our guys down on the South Coast, you come with those remixes. Is that something that you have creative control over? Is that something that you and your team decide? Is it something that you see a producer out there and you think, I like your sound, let's see what you come with?
Yeah, man. Like, let's just say, for instance, there was one, I think that was like suggested by an A&R at Sony who was like feeling him and stuff. But it's like, I'm always open to like exploiting as many different musical possibilities out of this one record. So I respected the fact that Was did it for me. And I'm also like with the Show Improve remix, we got the Frisco, like dirty kind of trap remix. It's just about exploiting this one thing, taking it to as many airs as possible in as many possible ways. And
just then you've touched upon your different taste and background of music as well. And one of your previous singles, I Wanna Rock, legendary little sample in there as well. So
people like, obviously people like that song, but some people are annoyed. Like,
really? Because you sample like, Rob Bass. Yeah. You're stoked though, man.
Some people they're dumb though. They're like, you sampled that black.
Some people don't agree. They're dumb.
No, they're like no, but they're like, oh, you sampled that Black Eyed Peas song. Like, it's not.
You can't.
Like,
you can't do that. That shouldn't be allowed.
It's like it's Rob, not Black Eyed Peas. Really, is it? But yeah, I let them have that.
You're hitting them with the knowledge, though. That's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
As a youngster growing up, musical influences for you were quite varied. What kind of sounds, what kind of styles of music were you exposed to, and did you feel at a young age?
It's like I definitely went through different phases, and I used to write lyrics before I had even heard grime, but that was because of like Eminem and stuff, because I thought he was like sick. But I also I went through a phase where I used to wear like Etnie trainers, and I had a skateboard, and I used to listen to Sum 41. And like Nirvana and Green Day and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I think everyone listens to Nirvana, or has at some stage anyway.
And there's, other than that, I listen to a whole load of things, man, like Afro beats, like everything, just because it's like, I'm not just like, just because I'm a grime MC first and foremost, which is what I am, doesn't mean that I don't like other kinds of music. So yeah. And
now let's have a little talk about grime. For me, as a young guy growing up, I was shopping in Rhythm Division and Uptown and Black Market.
You're saying coming all that way to like sick.
Because the only place you could buy that vinyl, only place you could buy
driving down to Bow E3.
It's a long journey, but it was worth it because you get those little under the counter, you get those little white label things, which is wicked. But what I find interesting when we did a little bit further research about you is one MC kind of maybe influenced you or took you under his wing, that kind of thing. I'm not going to spit a bar because I'm a DJ. GODSGIFT.
Yeah.
Explain to the people God's gift.
Yeah, man. You see, like, obviously,
Bad man.
people don't realize how like firmly rooted in this I am. But like God's gift, who is like one of the legendary MCs with like Wiley's and the Dizzies. He's on Dizzy Rascal's album, A Boy in the Corner. There was like a crew called the Mucky Wolfpack, and that was like his crew. And then I was in just the youngers, basically. At one point, they was calling us Mucky Cubs, and I didn't really like that. But we was the Mucky Cubs. We was Younger Wolfpack. Younger Wolfpack sounded a bit more like greasy or whatever you call it. But yeah, it was like that's how much I started from scratch, like from that. So yeah, it was good to be able to look back and say I did.
And now looking forward to future work. Earlier on in the interview, you mentioned about the album. Key information. Who's involved? What kind of flavours? When's it dropping?
I won't really say like much about who I've worked with or nothing.
Everyone says that, man.
But I will say,
I always gotta ask.
No. But
involved?
I will say that I really want to work with Dizzy Rascal. But in terms of what you can expect, is like there's no songs that sound like I Wanna Rock. There's no songs that sound like Pop Off. There's no songs that sound like Wanna Go. It's all totally different because I've had a lot of time to really do these things, if you know what I mean. Really been in the studio, and out of the 3 records I've put out in the past year, if you include I Wanna Rock and Pop Off, I've probably made like so much more songs than that, and they're all completely different. So all it is you can expect the best of Maxsta, but in some ways that you haven't heard them. And
what kind of time span are we talking as well? And don't give me a TBC. You can't give me a TBC.
I don't even want to do that. But I look at it as like in a normal like industry kind of run scheme of things. It's like, so this would Wanna Go would be the first official single, and then the next one after that would be the second one. If that does well, we go up again. Then the third one, which I've already got all of them, that comes out top of the year, top of 2014. And then it would be like the album should be in the first, no longer than the second quarter, man, of the year.
Well, we look forward to it.
It's been a long time coming, man.
We are looking forward to it, and the kind of fusion of sounds you're putting together as well, definitely. As an artist, not only are you in the studio, but you're also performing on stage and doing your thing there. A strong stage presence is important. It's a powerful tool. Also, the opportunity for you to tell some jokes.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I don't know when I got so comfortable on stage, but
That's a good sign, man. Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
But I'm pretty like good at just not like, I don't know. Even if the beat, like one time, the beat started skipping when I was performing Pop Off. I just ran with it. It was cool. It worked. No one was any the wiser.
And what kind of style of jokes are we talking? Is it anecdotes?
Just like not thought up, but just anything that's happened on the stage. If it's like proper hot in here, or like those kind of things, like just something that the whole crowd laughs, and I feel like one of those guys on the telly that tells jokes to people.
So as a side issue, the kind of comedian angle, is that something that you might follow through or develop alongside a TV career? Is that something that's at the back of your mind?
I'm not trying to do that, but I do spend my time saying a lot of stupid things. So I guess I'm a walking comedy at times. I guess walking, talking.
We talk about UK music and keeping things independent, and also there's a number of pitfalls that young artists need to be aware of. In your experience through your career so far, what kind of advice or what are things that young guys who are checking this interview need to keep an eye out for?
I'd say for like, what I'm gonna say is like, be prepared for this to take so long. Be prepared for it to take be prepared for the days where you feel like you want to quit, but like the better days are like round the corner. So but you wouldn't know until you went round the corner, I guess. And be prepared for people to tell you they're gonna do things for you, but it doesn't come into fruition. Be prepared for all of that.
And you just got to stay focused and keep going.
Literally, and it's going. Like, know what you're doing. Know where you want to be in 10 years. Know what you're trying to achieve. Literally, because if you're like, it's a journey. So how are you gonna start the journey if you're taking part in the journey but not knowing the details of where you want to be at all these different times? You need to know your flight time, man.
There's some good advice there for people.
For sure.
We're going to get into some Twitter questions real soon. Before then, let me touch about collaborating. You collaborating on records. You got your individual records. Recently, the Wiley Fly-In, the Win record with Cameo, and the Versace kind of dub you did as well. It's important for you to collaborate, reach out and work alongside other members of the scene as well?
Yeah, because you have to be an artist in our scene, you have to be part of a scene. You can't just be on your own. And obviously, I don't always work with people, but like, especially now, it's like I'm a lot more like just industry friendly and stuff. But like someone like Scroof is he's not involved in that because he's like my actual friend. But and Wiley, like of course I would always want to work with Wiley. And but the one that I'd say was like I really went out of my way to do was like the FGM record. But that's because Cameo just shows me love. So that was like the only reason why I did that. It's always I'm careful where I place myself, man. Where I put my name on, kind of. Yeah.
Let's get into some Twitter questions now. The Twitter address for you, it's Maxsta. For myself at JFreshOfficial. A little bit earlier on, you mentioned that you sometimes say some silly things. Twitter, does it ever come out there when you've had a drink or two?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff can people see on Twitter when you're out partying and you've got something you want to get off your chest?
Ex-girlfriends and stuff.
Ex-girlfriends? Other guys in the music industry?
Yeah.
People you don't rate?
Maybe. Do you know what though? I'm not on like I've done the whole like offending people thing.
Yeah.
I've done it before, and I guess I'm a lot older now. And sometimes I look back and I think, wow, like I actually said that. That was fucked up. But when you're a kid and everyone like is looking at you like, oh, you're Maxsta, like you lose your mind a bit, man. I swear to God, like you could lose your mind because it's like a different lifestyle to how everyone else gets treated. It's weird, but all it is like, at the moment, I'll cuss someone for a joke, but I don't want like real problems with anyone because it's not worth it.
So Twitter, it's Maxsta, JFreshOfficial. First question from Nyron over in Southampton saying, who did you look up to when you were a younger guy making grime, Dizzy or Kano?
Do I have to? I can't pick one, man.
It's Nyron's question. I'll put a disclaimer in there. It's not me. It's just a massive one.
But if I had to pick one, I'd say Kano because he was literally. I lived in the same area as him. He went to the same school as me and stuff. So yeah.
Wicked. Next question is from Dave Curtis saying he's just started at uni in Portsmouth, and there's lots of people who come down from London at the university who act like they're from the ends when they're not. It really annoys him.
Yeah.
Can you relate with that?
Yeah. Obviously, I don't go to university, but I know how it gets when like there's people who, you know, you go to a new place. It's like college. Like
you can reinvent yourself.
Yeah,
almost.
Like in year 11, you might have been an idiot, but in the summer holidays, you got a bit bigger, and then you went to college, like walking around like Vin Diesel. You know, so it happens, and I relate.
Wicked. Caramel. Excuse me. Caramel saying, how did you come up with the name Maxsta?
I found it on the bus, spelt differently when I was like 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite unique. Final question is coming from me.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my mum never let me have a games console.
Yeah.
Banned.
Yeah.
No chance at birthday or Christmas, no matter what.
That's crazy.
Explain to... I know. Deprived childhood. Explain to me the hype Grand Theft Auto. To someone who doesn't play video games, doesn't do that thing. Computers are a work tool. I know you're about this.
GTA, man.
There's some water if you little thing.
It's like I can't explain it. Like it's just like I get to like run around and hit people, shoot stuff, drive cars, just like do stuff that I'm not allowed to do in real life.
Responsibly.
Yeah. So it's like a home away from home for me. Because it's just sick, man. I can't even explain it. It's just sick.
And did you queue up to get the game?
Nah.
Did you get it shipped over directly? How did you hook it up? Because people were going crazy for that game.
I ordered like 4 of them and I sold the rest to my friends.
For a profit?
Yeah.
How much profit?
But it weren't really. I got them for like, what was it, 50 something. But to tell you the truth, I lied when I said profit because I gave one away for £40. So
that's nice.
That's
and when you get in the zone and you're doing your thing there, is it a case of phones off, GTA has your full focus.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
you're doing
man.
for the next 6,
Yeah.
12 hours, whatever it may be.
I could literally show you my phone. Like, I had to tell this girl last night, like, I'm playing GTA, B. Like, she said you're forgiven, so I'm glad she understands how serious it is. You know?
I was going to say, how hot is she? But
Yeah, she's pretty nice. But GTA is like, come on, man. It's like a passport, man.
I love the way you're justifying this, man. What was her name?
Oh man, let's not. Yeah, I almost did as well. Let's not.
Yeah. All right, we won't do that. Listen, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank
It's
you
been
very
great
much,
to
man.
finally meet you and catch up.
For sure, man.
Good luck with the single.
Thank you very much for letting me have the interview, man.
It's all good, man. Thanks for providing us with good UK music. We'll
sure.
continue to support the South Coast. We're looking forward to the album.
Amen.
Second quarter 2014.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Shabbat.